60, a Crawford Broadcasting God and Country station.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
No. We cannot. Charlie, go to commercials, man. We cannot do the show right now.
I'm sorry. That's not how it works. What do you mean?
I left my phone in my jacket.
Where's your jacket?
In my office.
Oh, so it's in the building.
7 stories below me, and I can't reach it.
It's in the building. No, it's not like you left it at home, far, far away.
My fans like to text me during the show.
Okay.
I can't get the text.
They can still text you during the show.
I can't seem to get the text. I don't know what the deal is.
No, they can still text you.
No.
I mean, just because you can't see it.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
I'm not ready for the show. Charlie, go to commercial break, please.
Okay, don't freak out. Are you like one of those leave my phone at home freaker outers? You can't go anywhere without it? You're like a droid. It's like his own little battery pack. I'm melting. I don't have my phone on my person. You're one of those that has your phone out on the table too when you go to a restaurant, aren't you?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I've got to see it. I have my eyes on the screen like the whole time
You
because
never know when
something important might happen.
Someone might call a reverse 911 to say that the restaurant's on fire and they need to get out.
And how often has that happened?
You never know.
How often has that happened?
I don't know.
None.
I've never,
Zero to you.
I don't know how to
to
count.
you?
Oh, to me?
To you?
No.
Zero.
But you never know.
But, somebody might be, taking a picture of their puppy and showing, a picture of a burrito. And I can't miss that when it comes in at the moment that it arrives.
Woman?
Do not
mess with the pictures of the burritos.
Do not call me woman. There's a whole lot of reasons this show is going to go right downhill. Eric doesn't have a phone, and he tried the woman. Nay. I'm sorry. Who have you been hanging out with? You forget, this is me next to you. I don't know who you think is normally in this seat, but nay. Not happening. But it is funny. People do. They leave their phones and it's like panic ensues.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in your 40s, right? Late to
late 40s.
Late 40s. Yes. Okay, so how long in your lifespan have you carried such a device?
A cell phone?
A cell phone. Not a pager, not a beeper.
No, a cell phone.
But a cell phone.
It was 2001, my first cell phone.
So 14 years?
Yeah.
Of your 44 years?
God bless you.
So, is that not, you're older than that?
A little bit.
I mean, really, 10, 15 years ago is when they came on. And you didn't carry it around then, right?
How long can you hold your breath?
You didn't carry it around then, right? It was like something you had, maybe.
Today, you were not to be distracted.
Maybe. And then, like we had it in the car only for emergencies. And you remember you only turned it on to make an outgoing call. You didn't leave it on because, who's calling you? Nobody. It was for an emergency.
You don't have to reinforce
I mean, really, honestly, we've only been carrying them for maybe 5 or 6 years. And now, my phone
I'm going to go down to
gone.
the office right now. So you finish out this next couple of minutes.
Seriously, you can't handle waiting.
I think Dennis is trying to text me right now.
He probably is. And when you get your phone, it'll be there. It's this wonderful device that stores everything. So if you leave your phone for the weekend and you come back, you can see all the text messages are still there. It's not like they evaporate. What is that weird thing where you take a picture and it disappears in 5 seconds?
I hear that's called Snapchat.
It's not like that.
Oh.
It's not like that. It stays.
It stays?
Permanently.
Wow.
You can see it later.
Tone is very sarcastic.
You can see it later. I know. We do love our mobile devices. We do love our phones. They are absolutely necessary for our day. But I do feel the need to mock those who panic when the phone is actually in the building. It's just not on my person. And he's freaking out.
Hey, it's in. Your free counter display promoting the Extreme Customer Service Directory is available today. All you got to do is tell me you want one.
Tell me you want one. You can order your free
Text it to
countertop
me.
display promoting the Extreme Customer Service Directory, letting everybody in Colorado know where to go to find Extreme Customer Service. When you want Extreme Customer Service, think experiencepros.com. But we've got free countertop displays. You can actually have them logoed personally to you and your brand if you want to put a coupon or something on that for only $25 each.
It's amazing. $25 gets the back of the tear-off display, the tear-off page. It's like four business card sizes, a postcard size, I guess was the right size, and it's full color for $25 for $50. It's amazing.
It is a fabulous deal. We'll send out pictures. We'll post pictures on our Facebook wall if you want to get your free countertop display, letting everybody know where to find great, not just great, but extreme customer service. You're looking for the best in business. The Extreme Customer Service is vetted and approved. They've all been vetted and approved by our 14-step, 15-step vetting process. And you can read the reviews from their own customers, what it's like to do a business with them. Don't just take our word for it. Read the customer reviews at experiencepros.com. Click on the directory.
Absolutely. Excuses are like cell phones. Everybody's got one. Are you a blamer or a slacker? We'll talk about that on the other side. Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C² Computer Consulting. C² is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C² at 303-933-1113.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Let's face it, most phone systems are old and outdated or so complicated that it takes a PhD just to change your voicemail. Introducing Edgetronics, your answer to all your business telephone needs. Edgetronics is authorized and certified by Avaya, and they'll not only replace your old phones with new solutions, they'll even train your staff on how to get the most out of them. Proudly serving up and down the Front Range for over 10 years, Edgetronics wants to be your next phone system provider. Call them today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. Or online at Edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals. And if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out. And if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We appreciate you for tuning in to the most positive business talk show in America. Do you make excuses?
We all do, all day long. And is it holding you back? Well, we're going to find out. When it comes to innovation in business, we all need to innovate, right? Well, our next guest is a branding expert, Mona Patal. She says whether you're an executive at a small business or a Fortune 500 company, chances are you worry deep down that you're not fulfilling your potential as an innovative leader. And she's here to give us some tips on being more successful and innovative in the workplace. Mona, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you so much, Angel. Hi, Eric.
Mona, very nice to have you along with us. Okay, so let's talk about you talk about personas, excuse personas in particular, and two of them start with B and two of them start with S, which means you have a double degree in BS.
Yes.
Please go ahead, explain what these are.
It's 2 on 2, actually. So there's 4 that start with B, 4 start with S. And basically what these are personas are a tool that we use in the design world to help you kind of picture your target audience. And so we came up with these excuse personas to help you see how fear is manifesting in you as a leader. And like you said, 4 are start with B and 4 start with S. Okay. And let's run through a couple of these. Awesome. Okay, so the first is bullied, which we talked about in the title here. Bullied it's not the bully, it's the victim. It's when you look at a problem and say, you know, I don't have enough expertise or I don't have enough resources to actually come up with the idea that's going to get me out of wherever I'm stuck. So it's a victim mentality, and it's almost like a passive passenger where you can't actually innovate because you won't let yourself.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, we see that all all Sure. Yeah, I'm starting to put faces to some of these names.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
She's looking at me funny, Mona.
Another is the blamer. So where it's not your fault, it's someone else's fault. Often in the organization, it could be the red tape, it could be the politics, it could be your teammate, your boss, but it's someone else's fault or something else's fault, and that's what's preventing you from coming up with great ideas and solving a business problem with creativity. One of my favorites is a bottlenecker, which is where you plug the process of innovation by putting yourself in the middle of it. So you'll create steps and rules and things that kind of prevent you from having the time to even come up with innovation or strategies to innovate.
Do I just need to bring a plunger when that person walks in the room?
Exactly. It'd be a great reminder, right? Because often we think that we have to be in each meeting where we're coming up with new ideas, especially as entrepreneurs and especially as leaders. But what ends up happening is that you prevent your team from coming up with creative ways to solve problems.
Okay. All right. It's really funny to listen to some of these personas. And I just want to let our listeners know we're talking to Mona Patal. She's the author of Reframe, Shift the Way You Think, Work, and Innovate. And she's a brand expert. Yeah, I like listening to some of these. These are funny.
I can't wait till you get to the one that describes Angel.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to get to the one that describes me, that's for sure. The next one is brat. It's when you think you know everything that there is to know, and you don't let innovation happen because there are no new ideas out there. And I hate to admit it, but that is definitely me. I've been in this field for a long time, and often I think I know the answer to a design problem. When actually, it would benefit me to pause and kind of listen to other people's perspective and do the due diligence to do the ideation process rather than just jump.
Good God,
yeah, but
Mona,
you probably ended up.
My cheeks hurt.
Yeah, you probably ended up using your idea in the end, anyways, didn't you, Mona?
Stop that.
Exactly. That's pretty much what happened.
Right,
and then I turned into a bratty bottlenecker, of course. And some of these companies.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
We only have 3 minutes left, so I want to get to a couple of the S's and then and ask a couple of questions after that.
I want to learn about your what if technique too, so I want to make sure we've got time for that. Okay, so give us an S.
I'll give you one S. Sheep is probably the one to do there because of the herd mentality. So you do what everyone else does. Oh, yeah. And as you can probably guess, that's the opposite of innovation. And the rest are all covered in the book, so that's all in there. But the excuse personas are a part of this larger set of techniques that we put together to help innovation happen at small businesses. I've done a lot of work with the Fortune 1000, Fortune 500, and my heartstrings have kind of pulled when I've talked to an entrepreneur who wants to do the design thinking process and the things that we do for the big companies but didn't have the money to spend on it. So the book and the whole technique kind of takes you through the design thinking process, from understanding the problem to asking what if and coming up with great ideas to handling your excuse personas so that you can get them out of the way and actually launch innovative thinking and innovative products.
You know, Mona, when we started this show many years ago, we started with something called What If Wednesdays. And the whole notion on it was we were going to do live counseling of anybody in small business who had a problem. All they would say is, tell us your problem, and we would ask, what if you looked at it from this angle?
But nobody called us.
Nobody wants to air their dirty laundry.
That's what the book is honestly about. That I went back and forth on whether to even call the thing What If, but you know what ended up happening is What If is one part of the process. We often call this creative conditioning, and What If is like the cardio. It's the hard part of what it is, but you've got to do the warm up and the cool down as well. And so the whole thing together is what gets you to great ideas.
Well, I am
but What If is a really proper question.
So excited for your book, Reframe. When does it come out?
It's coming out at the end of this month, but it's already available for pre-order on Amazon now.
Fantastic. And so Amazon, the book is called Reframe, and Mona Patel is the author. A final word of inspiration or motivation for our small business owners?
You covered the what if, so I think that's the big part of it. I would say the other is constantly think of problems as opportunities. We all have the problems. It's a big part of what we do. And what I'm urging everyone to do is design in that space and think of it as an opportunity.
Well, I love it. Patel combines more than 15 years of experience, sharp design thinking, tough love wisdom, the what if technique, and a little bit of magic glitter to help people in organizations achieve crazy good success. Pick up a copy of Reframe by Mona. Also check out her website, motivatedesign.com. Motivatedesign.com. Mona, fun guest for us this morning. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much. Take care, guys.
All right. Hey, folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about some, real well-known proverbs, but we're not going to give you the ending. First graders are. Coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
If you have a rental property and have been managing it all on your own, let Legacy Properties PM help you build your legacy. They handle everything from emergency calls 24 hours a day, market rent analysis, and fiscally responsible home improvement suggestions. They don't mark up contractor work, and they provide quarterly interior property condition reports. Get your first month's management fee for free at legacyproperties-pm.com/radio. That's legacyproperties-pm.com/radio. You're going to love this service. For questions, call 720-989-1996. They'll help you sleep well and build your legacy.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Roughton is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803, and tell him the pros sent you.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nylon's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nylon's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Every day, hundreds, if not thousands of people are searching online for what your business has to offer. SharpNet Solutions can help you get found, just like they did for Vera at Lovebug Matchmaking.
SharpNet has really helped our business expand to 60 miles around our business. Being able to be seen online and being able to be seen through searches has made an enormous difference.
SharpNetSolutions.com or 303-900-4988.
A public service message from Call to Recycle. Hi, this is Richard Karn. Recycling your old cell phone is a great thing to do for the environment. Visit calltorecycle.com or call toll-free 877-2-RECYCLE.
Dana Lash, 8 p.m. weeknights on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Bros Radio Show. Let's see, what are the first two words of this song?
Walking like.
Eric.
Oh.
No? That's not the end of it? It's not Walk Like Eric?
Walk like Eric. What would that look like, do you suppose, if we all started walking like Eric? You know, you kind of, we have to be carrying like 20 million things all in one hand, you know, because he won't take two trips. So we've got to carry it all.
I have a packed meal because somebody brings 20 million things.
And
who would that be?
He's such a gentleman. He won't let me carry my own stuff, and so he does. I am the bag lady, and I have a different bag for everything. And
I'm really sorry to your husband, who constantly asks you, because you stand at the door waiting for somebody to carry stuff these days. And yeah, sorry, Jay.
Yeah, when I travel on my own, I have to carry my own bag, and it's like, oh, I shouldn't have packed so heavy.
You think?
All right. Well, there was a first grade school teacher, and she presented each child in her classroom the first half of some well-known proverbs and asked them to come up with the remainder of the proverb. And these are just really cute. This is just for fun, for kicks and giggles. I found it on my friend Kevin Knebel's Facebook site.
I bet you we could find a business application for many of these.
And Kevin is an expert when it comes to LinkedIn. He's the one that taught us how valuable LinkedIn is as a search engine tool, probably the most robust search engine tools you will ever use for business development.
Indeed.
Kevin Knebel, you can find him KNEBL, kevinknebel.com.
Can I be the first graders?
You can be the first graders. Okay, so keep in mind, these are first graders. These are 6-year-olds that finished these sentences.
Yes.
So Eric reading them is kind of next best thing.
Yeah.
Number 1, strike while the...
Well, the bug is close. Strike that thing.
Well, the bug is close.
It's getting closer.
Number 2, it's always darkest before.
Daylight savings time.
Never underestimate the power of...
Termites.
You can lead a horse to water, but...
How?
How do you lead a horse to water? That was too cute.
If you slow down here, we can actually talk about some
do you want me to?
business
Oh, you want?
applications.
Is there business applications?
Well, absolutely. How
Okay,
many
go
horses do you know in business who are led to the water, that which is good for them, but they just don't get it?
They don't. There are very many. It's right in front of us. It's right in front of us almost all of the time, the opportunities. But we say no to them, right? I can't afford that.
Right.
I don't have time. I've never done that before.
All right, what's next?
All right. Don't bite the hand that...
It looks dirty. I'd never eat.
Yeah, that's one for Tony Rayburn.
All right.
Talks about being clean. Wash your hands before and after networking
It's all right.
events.
He was just done with that anyways.
Okay, next one. No news is...
Impossible.
That's true. There's always something.
That's it.
And our friend Stan Shields with ATA Martial Arts, he says, children can't do nothing.
I agree with that, too.
They will find something to do. All right. You can't teach an old dog new.
Math. that system they're using in schools today?
Oh, my God, that's hideous.
It's ridiculous.
It is hideous. Have you seen the new math? I'm so glad my kids... I feel sorry for my children's children, for my grandchildren.
I missed number 7.
Did I?
think
Number
so.
7. A miss is as good as a...
Mister. If you're going to have a miss, it's as good as
You
a mister.
got it. Yeah, okay.
Actually, I think misses are better.
I think this one's really cute. If you lie down with the dogs, you'll
stink in the morning. Clearly. Yeah, don't lie.
These are cute little 6-year-olds saying all this. Okay, love all, trust me, the little 6-year-old says. Number 11, the pen is mightier than the
pigs. It keeps them all corralled.
Mm-hmm.
In the pen.
In the pen.
Mm-hmm.
The pig pen.
Mm-hmm.
An idle mind is
the best way to relax.
Yes, it is.
I'm thinking that. These are first graders.
I know, they're so cute. They
they're
found an
so
answer.
intelligent.
They really kind of are, out of the mouths of babes, right? And when you think about, we were having a conversation the other day about my son when he was little, just how logical he was. As soon as he could speak, he was completely logical, and he still is. He still totally gets me.
See if you guys can finish these.
When there's smoke, there's
pollution.
Yes, there is. Happy the bride who
gets all the presents.
Okay, this is a pretty good one. A penny saved is
not much. That's true. You need to save more than a penny. Wake up.
All right. 2's companies. 3's
the Musketeers.
Of course it is.
Right.
Don't put off till tomorrow. What?
You put on to go to bed. Don't put off tomorrow. What you put on to go to bed.
You put on to go to bed.
Take it with you.
Yeah. All right.
PJ Day.
Laugh and the whole world laughs with you. Cry and
you're gonna have to blow your nose.
Yes, you are.
Yep.
Children should be seen and not
spanked or grounded ever.
Of course not.
No.
Of course not. If you fit first, you don't succeed.
Well, get new batteries.
Isn't that, Mom, this one doesn't have batteries.
Working.
I mean, how soon? How little are they when they learn about the battery thing?
Yeah.
You get out of something only what you
seeing the picture on the box. It's a cereal box.
It's a cereal box. Yeah. When the blind lead the blind.
Get out of the way.
A bird in the hand
is going to poop on you.
And the last one.
This is
totally cracked me up.
I think this let's reverse roles. Okay.
Okay.
I don't even know if I can do this.
Sure you can.
This is the winner.
This is the winner chicken dinner.
Better late than
pregnant.
That's for sure. All the guys.
It's my new favorite. Better late than pregnant. And that is our first grader Proverbs. Just for fun, kicks and giggles. I saw that on the Facebook yesterday. And
let's talk a little about some of the business applications now that we've covered all those.
Okay.
Strike while the bug is close. Well, how about this? Strike while you are thinking of it. You know, what's the fire is hot when is the normal
the iron.
Right. Strike while the iron is hot. Iron is hot. That's right, because we're forging.
Mm-hmm.
When were you a blacksmith?
Well, I wasn't, but my friend Penny Brenton was.
Oh, okay.
She's had like every career known to anybody.
You know, but it really does go to say, listen, there is a moment of opportunity, and if you have a moment of opportunity, seize it. Don't waste it. Don't squander it.
You know, the whole thing, I think, with business owners and when you're talking about success and you're reading all these success stories of entrepreneurs, they struggled. They struggled a lot, but they didn't quit. They didn't let it define who they were in business. And they were constantly looking for, seeking, aggressively out there, finding opportunities. The people that you see in the media, the people that you see doing really well, they're not just sitting in their office looking at their Facebook going, I wish somebody would call me.
Right.
They're out there making the phone calls, meeting with the people, showing up, doing whatever it takes. And tirelessly, really. And they're running circles around the rest of us. Do they have more time in their day? Absolutely not. We all are given the exact same 24 hours a day.
Right.
And it really doesn't matter your background, doesn't matter where you came from, because at any given moment, you can step out of that. You can walk away and change your trajectory. But you've got to strike. You've got to strike when that person comes up to you. But what do? Instead, somebody says, you know what, I think you should come to this event, or I've got this person I want you to meet, or I've got this thing I want you to do. And our initial immediate response is, no. Never done that before. Don't know anything about that. Don't know what to do. Don't know.
Right.
Like, no is the negative is the initial response. What if we just took a moment and just took a deep breath, let it marinate, like let it sink in. Why is this person bringing this to you? Why does this person think I should meet that person? Why is this opportunity? I don't believe in coincidence. And so they're knocking on your door, and the opportunity is right there. What if you just took a deep breath, thought about why this is being presented to you, think about the vision, the goals that you want to see, come in front of you. What if this was just a stepping stone? And it is just a stepping stone. I mean, we're talking pebbles here. It's not a big boulder. It's really a stepping stone. But think about your life. Think about the mosaic that is your life, of all the things that had to happen, that had to fall together and pull together to get you to this moment, to this place today, right here. The strings that had to be pulled, the people you had to meet, the things you had to say yes to and step into. It is bigger than just a little no, but all your no's add up to the same mosaic.
While you are striking while the bug is close, I think you need to remember that it is always darkest before daylight saving time.
It is.
And if you think about that and what that really means, the inference in small business is how many people quit right before they hit the gold mine.
It's so sad.
Right?
Don't quit today.
Don't quit.
That was one of mine and Eric's cardinal rules in business as business partners.
Yep.
We're not allowed to quit on the same day.
That's true.
So find somebody that won't let you quit on the same day that they are. So keep it going because you've got what it takes and you're so close.
You should see it when Angel tries to carry me. All right, folks. We got a fantastic guest in the studio for our next segment. We are going to talk about video marketing, and you're going to love it. Don't go anywhere. It's the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
We'd love it if you liked us. No, we know that you like us here on the radio, but we'd love it if you liked us on Facebook. Keep your fingers on the pulse of all the networking events, trainings, fun activities, and business opportunities, and the pictures. The pictures, all of which can be found right there on our Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/Experience Pros and click like. Yep, it's just that simple. Get plugged into the most positive business talk show in America and become a business revolutionary. We'd love it if you liked us on facebook.com/Experience Pros.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is the go-to place for finding the companies who have the best customer testimonials. Plus, to make it even easier, we narrowed down the field to only 3 companies in your area. If you need a printer in the metro area, we have it. If you need ink and toner, we have it. The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com for the best in customer service. When you're looking for the best, think Experience Pros. You can feel good about doing business with the pros.
I'm John Walsh. I'm Ed Smart. When a child is abducted, time is critical. That's why Amber Alert is so important. The public is notified when a child is abducted. It's a partnership between broadcasters, law enforcement, transportation, and you. Thanks for making Amber Alert happen.
Chris Cook, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
I don't think I like this song. Video killed the radio star? Really? Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. Our next guest is an expert. She started as a production assistant, worked her way up to the president of a production company that specializes in producing television publicity for feature films. And we're going to talk to her a little bit about video branding and what it means to your small business. Please let me introduce Cheryl Hiltzig. Cheryl, welcome to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Very nice to have you. Now Cheryl, let's start with the fact that branding is not dead. It's essential. Do you agree?
Oh, branding is critical. How do you stand out in the crowd? And
right.
That's the only way, is to have your brand. You know, I worked here in Colorado with an organization called Pet Aid Colorado. Prior to that brand name and building that brand, people thought they were just a hospital for a vet.
Right.
In actuality, they're a wide safety net of services. And once they were able to establish their brand, which they did through video storytelling.
We're going to talk about that.
They have hugely expanded their reach and their capacity and their ability to help the animal. So branding's it.
All right. So you just made reference to video storytelling. What is it about video that is so critical to establishing that brand?
Well, business is all about relationships.
Agreed.
And the fastest way to build a relationship with your potential audience out there through the internet is through video. By telling, they get to know you, they get to know what you do. If you do well-told stories, you can really set yourself up above the crowd and brand yourself as the subject matter expert in your field.
Okay. This is not on our list of questions, but I have to ask, how long is an appropriate video to tell a story?
Well, it depends on what the venue is. So if it's on the internet, 90 seconds is really good.
God bless you.
If you're doing an event, you know, they like 4 minutes. I like 7 because I'm a deep storyteller.
Okay. All right.
But,
so as long as there's content and a captive audience.
Right. You have to know where your audience is looking for you so that you can tailor your videos to match, you know, their needs. You know, if you have a high-end spend by your clients, or if you're, you know, you need to make sure that your videos are matching that, you know, that quality, that you're visually telling the story. You know, first of all, it's all about story.
Yes.
You know, but then there's all the other nuances that go with video.
I spent the better part of 2.5 decades as a professional stage illusionist, and I held off on doing a promo video for years because I was not willing to put out junk. And sometimes videos can be very, very expensive. So talk about the cost effectiveness of a video campaign.
Well, video is expensive. It can be expensive,
sure,
or it can be really reasonable. The way that I like to look at a campaign is a campaign rather than a one-of. To create one video is expensive, but from that same shoot, you can create 15 videos. Now you've brought your cost way down.
Oh, I like that.
So it's all about being prepared, understanding what the information is that you want to get out. The key is, what problem do you solve? If you understand what you're solving for, you know, who you're trying to reach, and then you're able to demonstrate how you solve it, don't explain what you do, but let the people whose problems you've solved explain it, you're gold.
Features or benefits, not features, right? Talking about the benefits
yeah.
that
I don't want to tell you how I do brain surgery. I want to tell you what happens as a result of it.
Amen. All right. Our audience is made up of small business owners, nonprofit organizations and leaders, managers, people who have the ability to make decisions. What are some of the more important factors to consider when creating a video?
Well, especially in the nonprofit sector, because I've really been working for about the last 5 years focused on that. And the biggest challenge has been, we're a nonprofit, so it should be free. And free costs you.
You bet.
You know, I know that, you know, it's important to have...
The old adage is you get what you pay for, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly. No, I mean, it's so true. And, you know, that's why, again, I'll go back to Pet Aid Colorado. I love them so much because they've been able to allow me to prove that proof of concept.
Sure.
Because when I came in, they had, a video. The message was, this is what we do and this is who we are. And, they had a large audience. They brought in $100,000.
You don't have to say it. No one cares.
Exactly. So then I came in and said, let me tell you how to tell your story there, but for the grace of God go I. Thank God you're here to help me. And now they're bringing in $250,000, $260,000 at the event.
Nice.
So, it's important to know what the problem is and how to tell a story that's going to touch.
So identify the problem.
Yes.
And how do you craft the story? Storyboarding is not for the faint of heart. That's a skill.
It is. It's if you're going to do your own, it's a little challenging, or who you're going to hire. But what's really important is the preparation, that before you go in with the camera, because that's where you're spending, most of your money. Camera editing. So if you understand and you lay out your story, so you pre-interview and you talk to the people and you get a sense of what the story is going to be, so that when you go in, or for me, when I go in to sit down to do the interview, I know the questions to ask to get what I need.
Okay, so we've covered. You got to have your audience. You got to have. You didn't say it, but I think it's safe to say that you got to have a budget.
You do need to have a budget.
I think that's reasonable. We had a meeting late last night. We ran into after the 10 o'clock hour, and one of the people that we were talking to says it's so important to identify people who are serious about their business. You can identify them because they're the people who are investing in their business.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I have worked with. You can do video at all levels. You can shoot it on your iPhone. You can shoot it with an experienced cameraman, or you can shoot it with Colorado's Filmmaker of the Year, Sheila Rodriguez. Yeah, that's who I like to use.
Right.
And the difference is humongous. But, if your clients are spending, if your average spend of your customers $150 or something, well, you can get away with a lower, quality camera, but it's still the number one thing is story. Number two would be sound, because if you don't sound clear, you've lost your message.
You are speaking my language. It is so important. That audio is, right. Do you remember that, folks? And it's not all that distant, because we hired somebody to help us with commercials and television broadcast commercials, and the commercial was great. The audio was horrible.
Oh, and it's heartbreaking. I know I recently did a project where I forgot to hit the double tap on the mic, and and it was such a great soundbite. And you can't recreate those things. No. And one of the things I think that really enables anybody to connect with their audience is when you're speaking from the heart.
Right.
When you're speaking from a script or reading from a teleprompter, there's a barrier. There's a line between you and them, and I think it's really visible.
You'll walk away from this encounter knowing that there are no scripts to the Experience Pros radio show. We have a couple of bullet points, and then we have a conversation.
Exactly.
And it's authentic that way.
Well, and that authenticity is what sets you apart as a subject matter expert. If you can stand tall in what you're saying and deliver it, then you're believable. And if your people believe you, they'll come to you.
Absolutely. The third most important factor?
The third most important factor.
Did we cover them?
I think
we may have already covered them. The authenticity is probably that third element, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
How about this? Do you have a final thought for our business owners, our nonprofit organizations who are thinking, I would benefit from branding, but I just don't know what that first step is. Where do we begin?
You begin by calling me. Oh,
and I would. What's the number?
Well, that would be here in Denver.
Sure.
At 818-620-5763 is my number. But really, I think the first step that you need to take is know who your audience is, know who your story is, and then how are you going to reach them?
Yeah.
Where is your audience looking? Are they on YouTube? Are they, is it Google? Is it, but really what I wanted to get to was the thing about businesses and nonprofits working together.
Sure.
Publicity is the best form of marketing, I think. I mean, that's what I did for the studios for 20 years.
Of course.
And so the publicity of when a business is working with a nonprofit, the ability there is to leverage that association and create fantastic publicity. One, about who you are and what you do. Two, your commitment to community. You're showing it by being involved with this nonprofit.
You bet.
And then, so it's a win-win for everyone. So any business owner that's out there that's involved with a nonprofit that has them on their sites, talk to them about how can we work together to create some great traction out there.
I love it. Cheryl Hiltzig is our guest today. 818-620-5763. Again, 818-620-5763. We are thrilled to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
You bet. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's cover your assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals. And if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out. And if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. All your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her, 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Did you get some great customer service today? Did someone make you feel a little happier for doing business with them?
Give them a fan brag. This is Eric, and you can call into Fan Braggin Friday and share your story with me and Angel on the air, or you can write a fan brag at experiencepros.com.
Once you start looking for great customer service, you'll find it's in more places than you thought. Share your great finds with us by calling 855-FAN-BRAG during our Friday show. Kindness is so simple, and we want to hear from you.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Chris Cook, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. Hey, this just in, I failed to mention in the last segment, if you were interested in that branding, video branding and publicity conversation that we just had with Cheryl Hiltzig, you want to reach out to her. Check out tricuzz.com. TRICUZZ.com. Cheryl and her two Denver-based cousins created this production about 5 years ago, and it really does a great job with cause marketing. You want to check them out. Tricuzz.com.
All right, so everybody knows I am not an early morning person. Getting out of bed is not on Angel's things of I wish I could do more often.
That's what we've heard.
Yeah, not favorite. However, I'm still pretty productive throughout the day, even though I'm not one of those that is extremely efficient before breakfast. I don't squeeze out 11 to-dos before I get to work, and I don't get 90% of my tasks done before noon. You know that person, right? They're just buzzing around. They've been up since before the sun.
You know what I squeezed out today?
No. Stop.
No, I mean,
Stop.
I did tricep dips, and I did push-ups, and I did 50 squats.
Oh, exercises.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
All right, so here's how you can be more efficient in, with your tomorrow by taking advantage of your bedtime routine, having a solid bedtime routine that helps you be a little bit more efficient for the next day. And here's a couple of tips that are all done in just like 5 minutes. All of them can be done within just a few minutes. So it's not like you have to have an hour, like your hour workout and your hour of meditation and your hour of breakfast. And, you have to get up 3 or 4 hours to get all your stuff done. This is just a few minutes.
All right.
Every night. Number one is plan your 3 most important tasks.
Oh, the MITs, Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
Sure. Now, this probably isn't the most relaxing activity, but it cleans it out your brain. If you write down the 3 things you want to get done the next day, your brain, you know how you're like going to bed and you've got all these thoughts and you're thinking about all the stuff and all the things you got to do and all the places you got to be and your brain is consciously working on that. By writing it down and putting them down on paper, then your brain can subconsciously work on it while you consciously get some relaxation sleep.
That sounds good.
Isn't that nice?
Yes.
You'll thank yourself tomorrow when, after waking up with a foggy mind, you see the 3 major tasks of the day clearly laid out before you. These are the 3 things I must do today. And so it just kind of sets your tone for the day, the culture you've got. And it's not so much, okay, this is what I have to do today. This is what I get to do today.
That's right.
I get to finish that proposal. I get to, make these phone calls. I get to close on these deals. I get to...
Attitude matters.
I get to do all these things. And so, now that you say attitude matters, the second thing is to collect your mind's residue.
Oh, there's plenty of that.
All right. Ever feel like there are too many random thoughts and unresolved issues flowing through your brain?
Yes, ma'am.
This is where you get to collect your day's residues. Just, in a little journal, a little notepad.
I should write them down. Oh, okay.
Write them down.
I thought you were looking for like a shovel.
No. But, this way you can get rid of the residue, the stuff that's clogging and cluttering, and have a fresher mind, a fresher start to the day. Again, writing it down takes it from your conscious to your subconscious, which means you can relax and be more at ease.
What if I speak to Siri? Can I just tell her?
You have to write it. There's something very powerful about the writing.
I couldn't speak to Siri anyways. My phone's downstairs.
And we think we can do it all audibly, right? Just say it out loud. And sometimes it does help to say it to a person. I don't know that Siri counts. So if you've got somebody in your home that you living with, and if you could just share some of these thoughts. I know poor Eric, your TV doesn't count. You can't talk to the TV and think that it matters.
Have someone I'm living with.
But the writing, you can write it down. So you can say it out loud to another human being. It doesn't really, I don't know why, it just doesn't really connect if it's to the television or just to Siri or even to the mirror. But because your brain is wired just differently. I know I'm saying this to another human being. It has to make sense to that person. And so having a fun journal just to keep it in, just a little notebook, even just like one of those, what are those little black and white, like, what do you call those little notebooks?
Little steno pens.
Little journals. Yeah. There's a word for
journals. Okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I do. I check the weather forecast and pick out my clothes appropriately the night before.
Do you seriously?
I do.
I never check the weather.
I know. How many times do you walk out, open the door for the very first time, see the rain, and go, oh, this is going to mess with my suede, and have to go back in?
I know. You'd think I could just look out the window, right?
But you don't.
I know. My closet doesn't have windows because that would take up valuable hanging space.
Do you have
And the UV
television?
rays wouldn't be good. And I don't turn on the television in the morning. Ever.
What?
I don't. No television in the morning. It's just me and my brain and my thoughts. That is activity enough.
Kathy Saban at night.
But it does help if you know what the weather's going to be. Put your outfit out together. If you're one of those that wants to go and work out in the morning, having your workout clothes kind of already laid out helps get you in that frame of mind so you're successful in the morning. You can even have an app on your smartphone. Sometimes I will actually check the weather on my smartphone. But here's the thing. I love Kathy Saban to pieces, but she's never right.
Oh, sure she is.
Yeah, I just can't get into it. It's just too vague for me.
If you are listening right now, I want you to know one half of the Experience Pros believes that you are never wrong.
That is true. He will go with you till the ends of the earth. Here's the thing: it's weather, and it just varies. It's Colorado, right? Wait 5 minutes, the weather's going to change, and so it's
10 days.
I know. All right. Next one, declutter your briefcase, your tote bag, your purse, whatever it is that you carry to work, because it's probably overflowing with receipts, random flyers, stuff from who knows where, and you end up wasting time digging for the important items that you want. So do yourself a favor, remove unwanted items. Unpack your lunch bag, unpack your gym bag, and start all over with fresh stuff. So
I did that today, but I dumped it all on the kitchen table.
Well, that's actually a good start for you, because didn't you used to dump it into a bag?
Yeah, no, and I'll have it cleaned up this afternoon or this evening when I get home, but I had to make room in my bag.
Okay.
I did that today.
And then finally, relax with your favorite activity. If that's scrolling through social media, if that's reading a book, watching your favorite programs, all of that, just removing yourself from the hustle and bustle of the day and giving your mind the rest it deserves. I usually do turn on the television at night with some mindless program.
You'd be watching Kathy Saban.
I could be watching Kathy.
I can't do this one.
Why not?
Because you already made clear I don't have anybody at home. So I can't relax with my favorite activity.
You don't, your activity.
I'm just saying.
This is why you don't sleep well. You're a snuggle bunny? Should we get you one of those big bed pillows?
No.
Yeah, we'll get you with ears on it and call it your snuggle bunny.
No.
Come on.
I already hear some of my friends making
Really, you're a
suggestions.
snuggle bunny?
They're probably texting me their suggestions
Really?
right now. I am.
Huh.
Well, I used to be.
You really? That's why. Because didn't you and your wife have like the teeniest little bed?
Settle down.
It's like a little
Stop
double.
this now.
And that would be
I
why,
haven't been
because you
married for 6
snuggled.
years. Stop it.
Because you snuggled. And then you got a divorce. You got a great big bed.
That's the truth. Invested in myself, dang it. That's what I did.
All right. Well, so here's the thing. Even if your evening routine currently includes nothing productive, it's never too late to introduce some successful habits into your life. At the end of the day, an intentional evening routine will help you take better control of your time and help you move closer to your long-term lifestyle goals. And that was brought to you by Cat Moon.
Cat Moon?
Cat Moon from The Muse.
I like it. Was good stuff. All right. Well, been a great first hour, but the good news is we have a whole nother hour of positive business talk, and you are going to love some of the guests we got coming up.
Excellent.
It's true.
Excellent. Make sure if you're looking for the best in business, go to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Find it at experiencepros.com and do business with those that customers say great things about.
I would. In fact, I do.
I know you do.
Every single day. All right, we do have to take a quick station ID at the top of the hour, get the news and all of that good stuff. We always invite you to turn up the volume so that you do business with the people who do business with the pros. It's them who put this show on and allow us to come to you every single day. We'll be back right after these messages.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Dana Lash, 8 p.m. weeknights on KLZ 560.
Square Trade does not cover lost or stolen items. Savings based on 2-year iPhone plan with one claim compared to Asurion total equipment coverage as of April 10th, 2015.
Getting a new Galaxy, iPhone, or other smartphone? Get this. Every 2 seconds, one of us accidentally breaks our phone. So protecting your new smartphone is a smart idea. But if you have insurance from one of those big cell phone companies, you're paying way too much. I'm Steve Aberneth, and I founded Square Trade to give you a better choice. Phone insurance from Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carriers can cost you as much as $11 every month, plus up to $199 deductible when you break your phone. Square Trade phone protection is less than $5 a month with a much lower deductible. We can save you over $240. And switching to Square Trade is easy. Even if you're locked into a 2-year phone contract with Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carrier, you can cancel their phone insurance anytime. We'll even show you how.
Switch to Square Trade now and save over $240. Visit squaretrade.com. That's squaretrade.com.
Square Trade. KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at klz560radio.com. KLZ 560.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Kay Long. Lowering the boom on the State Department. A federal judge ordering that agency to produce a schedule for the release of Hillary Clinton's emails. The judge ruling the schedule must be completed by next week. That schedule to include a timetable for the release of 300 Clinton emails related to U.S. operations in Benghazi. This while the New York Times reports on yet another email Clinton uses while she's Secretary of State. Probable GOP presidential candidate and South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham saying the State Department needs to start releasing that paperwork.
I'm going to put the State Department on notice starting right now that if you don't cooperate with Trey Gowdy to release information that the public has a right to know, if you don't help us release that server to an independent organization, you will be spending a lot of time on Capitol Hill explaining your conduct.
The State Department saying they'll release the documents, but not until January of 2016. Graham, speaking on America's Newsroom on Fox, also saying he'll announce his intentions to run for president on June 1st. The State Department calling the fall of a major Iraqi city a setback. The Blaze Radio's Tom Peace with that story.
This is a significant setback. It is a setback right when the administration thought they had a win through capturing this ISIS leader.
That's Philip Bump, political reporter for the Washington Post. ISIS takes control of the Iraqi city of Ramadi, but the State Department says there's no doubt that Iraqi security forces will retake the city. Bump going on to say,
it exemplifies why the strategy of airstrikes alone is a challenge. And the administration admitted airstrikes alone doesn't work very well in a city. And if you don't have ground forces that can go into a city, then you're in trouble. And that's exactly what happened here.
Bump, part of the all-star panel on Fox News Special Report, the U.S. coalition stepping up air attacks on ISIS units near Ramadi at the request of the Iraqi government.
That's the Blaze Radio's Tom Peace reporting. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network. Truth lives here.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 Denver. Dana Lash after Grassroots Radio Colorado on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. Angel and Eric here talking about how you can develop your bottom line by making the right moves in business. And maybe this guy in Pennsylvania is a great example. Anthony Ortiz has invented a weight loss tool.
A weight loss tool. Okay, all right. That's probably pretty popular. Our country is obsessed with eating and trying to lose weight.
Right, but you hear about weight loss diets. You hear about weight loss exercise routines. It's not often that I hear about a tool for weight loss.
I mean, like a tool, like a.
There you go. See, you don't even know what it is.
Is it
right?
a belt you have to
It's
put
not a
on? You
belt.
cinch it.
No.
And
It's not even the shake weight.
oh, that was so funny. We bought one of those for my mother-in-law a couple of years ago.
It's a plate. It's a smart plate.
Like a dinner plate, like
Yep.
a smart
Mhm.
dinner, like a
Yep,
smart
got
plate.
3 different sections in it. And the smart plate knows what you're eating and when you've had too much.
I don't like that at all.
You don't know anything about it. Anthony Ortiz said his smart plate, which he is attempting to start to fund with a Kickstarter campaign, uses built-in cameras and weight sensors to identify the food being eaten, and uses Wi-Fi and Bluetooth to pair with an app and keeps track of the user's diet. He says, I didn't create this to shame people or anything like that. We're not the food police. However, let's say you're a bodybuilder. You want to consume 30 grams of protein every sitting. If you don't meet that, you're going to get a warning. You didn't hit 30 grams. Hey.
Warning,
Right.
warning, warning.
Right.
All right, so under eating, I think that's a problem that a lot of us have is under eating the right things. We're not getting enough protein. We're not getting enough vegetables into our diet. We might be getting enough food. We might be overeating in calories, but we're not getting enough of the right kinds of foods. And so telling us and having it, I think after a while, you kind of have the plate and you kind of get used to this is what my plate should look like. Half of it should be veggies and a quarter of it should be my protein. I don't know what the other quarter should be, but
I don't know.
Maybe it's half and half.
Glass of wine.
I don't. They do say there are lots of studies. You know the funniest one I read recently?
What's that?
Is that drinking 4 cups of coffee. This is not a wine thing,
Okay.
but 4 cups of coffee a day
Yeah.
helps your skin, like with skin cancer, like
Prevents
skin cancer.
Absolutely.
Do something anti-aging, anti-melanoma, something to your skin by drinking
24 cups a day. You'll never get sick of lunch.
4 cups of coffee every day.
All right.
But it's funny. It's like, here's this one test and here's this one thing that you do. Okay, but what are the side effects to drinking 4 cups of coffee a day? What is the downside? We find the one good thing, but then there's all these other things.
No, there's no downside.
There's no downside.
I don't know what to say about this smart plate because I'm really, the one thing it doesn't say in the article is how it notifies you that you've had enough. Excuse me. Wee. I mean, I don't know. What is
You think it'll squeal at you?
I don't know.
Or have like a Mr. T voice? Fool. You fool.
I'm pity the fool who's going to put that next piece of food in your mouth.
Right.
I don't know.
But for some people who need a visual aid, and the things they're doing these days with apps and smartphones and technology, I think it's cool that you can create the technology for it. And if you are in a very monitored diet plan and you need your software to tell you, I think that the ones that are funny too are the ones that remind you to drink your water. Okay, all day long, this stupid thing's beeping at me to drink my water.
How about you just lift the cup?
I don't know. I don't think I'd like I think I'm tired of all the noise, all the stuff just beeping at us.
All right.
Beep, get up. Beep, go to the bathroom. Beep, eat some food. Beep,
There you go.
walk. Beep, drink some water. Beep.
Beep. We need to go to commercial.
Okay.
All right. When we come back, we're going to talk to Stan Shields. You're going to love him. Child safety in summer camps is the topic in our next segment, coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at Home Care Assistance. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C² Computer Consulting. C² is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C² at 303-933-1113.
It was once said the pen was mightier than the sword. We are living in a time now that is demanding the Republic to speak up. Our elected officials need to hear from you. Commit now to send at least one of your representatives the pen. The pen is a bi-monthly publication with news, opinions, and insights for only $24.95. Order yours and order theirs from CSC Talk Radio, P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri 65018, or on talkradio.com. Get your hands on the pen and share with your elected officials.
Congratulations to all the participants in the fan bragging contest. Over 2,000 positive reviews came in. We were anticipating great excitement and increased visibility for each business, but we didn't anticipate the emotion that came with it. There's no way to quantify the encouragement that your fan brags gave. Being an entrepreneur takes everything you've got, and to get the feedback from your own customers has proven to be priceless. Everyone here on the Experience Pros team salutes you today. Be proud, be visible. Check out the members of the Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com. And thank you for supporting the companies that support us.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Roughton is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803, and tell him the pros sent you.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experience Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experience Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencepros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experience Pros at experiencepros.com.
Dana Lash, tonight at 8 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Is our friend. Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Not just dancing, but let's not dance around this topic. We got to talk a little bit about some child safety.
I was going to say, is this safety dance? Charlie, look at that. Look at that. We are going to talk about safety, child safety. And we talk a lot about, as entrepreneurs, how important it is for the people you hang out with, choosing who you associate with, because who you are is a direct reflection of the success you're going to have. And with our kids, that's really no different. Who they're hanging out with, the environment that they're in, the people they're associating with makes such a big difference into the kind of adults they're going to turn into. But you want to make sure that they are safe and protected. Anytime you turn on the news these days, scrolling through social media, it's scary.
You bet it is.
It's a freakishly scary world out there. And so let's make sure that we are protecting your family. We brought in our expert, Stan Shields, the president and CEO of Shields ATA Family Martial Arts in Centennial, Colorado. Stan is a 5th degree black belt. I know, right?
It means you can snap my neck just
gold
looking at me.
Gold and silver medalist in sparring and weapons, and he still competes on a regular basis. He's the guy. But he's also the most wonderful person you'll ever meet. And you'll want to introduce your children to. Stan, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Wow, thank you very much.
Very nice to have you, Stan. Let's start with a 3,000-foot level, if you will, over Shields ATA Family Martial Arts. Tell us how long you've been in business and what's the purpose?
We've been in business since, it was January 2002.
Okay.
Right. Those moms that's got those kids that are sometimes unruly and sometimes
I don't know any of those moms at all.
No, none ever, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes they're unfocused and sometimes they're having trouble in school and all of that. Well, we help them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, how How do you help them?
You know, it's amazing what martial arts does for people. So it really helps kids improve their focus and their concentration and whatnot. And we'll see better grades out of kids. We get responses from parents all the time saying that, wow, he is doing so much better at home. He's more polite.
How is that? You know, you send them into a program after school. They're there for an hour, maybe a couple hours during the week. How does that then turn into they're better at school and nicer at home?
Yeah, that's the magic of it. That's the magic, because that's what we're doing all the time. People think of martial arts as punching and kicking, right? That's really not what it's all about. It's about focus and discipline and confidence and learning respect and courtesy and perseverance and all of those life skills. That's the core.
And the kids don't even know they're learning that. They think they're there for the punching and kicking, which is
they're
fun.
having fun, right?
Yeah.
So they're there just having fun, and that's what the goal is how do we make them have fun, and we slip all these other things in kind of under the radar.
That is Mary Poppins said a spoonful of sugar.
That's right.
Helps the medicine go down. All right, so you've got some child safety seminars coming up. Tell us a little bit about those.
So we have a series of seminars coming up. We do the first seminar is called The Journey of the Still-Proof Master. That is it's kind of a fantasy land seminar for kids, right? It's kind of like the Harry Potter or it's the wizard, and there's the young apprentice and the evil warriors, the 10 evil warriors, right? And so these evil warriors are really kind of a metaphor for the 10 most common lures used by child abductors. Okay, and I really should say the 9 most common lures for child abductors, because number 10 is not a lure. Number 10 is the worst one. I'll kind of run through those a little bit.
Go ahead.
I mean, I get all 10 of them, but there's friendly. I don't know if you guys saw the video. There was a video that was going around on Facebook about a guy who was a good-looking guy, had a puppy, and he went to a mom and said, he went to several moms and said, I'm doing a social experiment. I want to see what will your kids do if a stranger approaches them and tries to lure them away. Each mom said, my kid will come back to me, right?
Oh, sure.
He did this. And every kid went with him, right?
I saw that video. It was frightening.
Isn't that scary?
Yeah,
right?
because he wasn't grabbing them. He wasn't forcing them.
Exactly.
He had a little conversation, and they grabbed his hand and walked away with him.
They took his hand and walked away.
Yeah.
That's what the crazy thing is, right? And so literally my daughter sent me a message and said, Dad, how would you classify this guy? And I said, this guy would be a combination of friendly and cool. So those are 2 of those common lures that we use, right? Friendly is the guy or the person that's really friendly, that befriends this kid, and the kid feels comfortable with them and is willing to go with them. So that's kind of what happened.
Yeah,
with
so
that one,
no
right?
alarms. Nobody saw anything, because here's a guy walking with a kid through the park,
That's right.
holding hands. No alarms go off.
Nothing goes off, because there's nothing that looks suspicious with it at all, right? The other thing was I added an element of cool there, because he had this puppy, right? And so now that made it a really cool thing. And he invited the kids to come to his car or wherever to see other puppies. They thought that would be fun and that would be cool.
Of course.
So they easily went with the guy. And that's what we have to really work on.
So during these seminars, these villains are metaphors for these various lures.
Exactly.
All right.
So it could be friendly, it could be cool, it could be the game player.
When do they happen? When are these seminars coming up?
So these seminars are coming up on, the first one is going to be June 6th. Okay. And the other ones we've got scheduled throughout July and August, but we're going to do different ones.
How long are the seminars?
They're about an hour long.
An hour. Okay. And where do people sign up for that?
Then go to our website. Website is kicksforall.com. So KICKS, the numeral 4, ALL.com/events. And on our events page, you'll see all of our events coming up.
I think so often when you think about stranger danger and somebody's going to offer you candy and try and get you into their car, and you think it's going to be this slimy or very obvious thing. And so just to have that, and I think, do the parents sit in and watch this too, Stan?
Absolutely. We get the parents to participate. We do a role play. We do role playing with it. And so we'll get the parents to play roles as these various characters, right? And so the thing that we want to teach kids to look for is that it's not what they look like, it's what are the words that they're saying? What are they asking you to do? Key thing is kids should not go anywhere with anyone without asking their parents first. And that's what those kids didn't do in the video.
That's right.
Yeah, and so you're teaching them, and you're reinforcing that don't go anywhere with anyone without asking your parents first, but looking for these behaviors and the strength of what the behavior and to protect our children. And that's what you're going to get at ATA Family Martial Arts this summer.
Stan, I want to ask you about the camps that you're also doing throughout the summer.
So we're doing a series of camps also. We have a kind of a coalition with Center Stage Stars Dance Studio, Yak Language Academy, and Dart Wars, and us. So kids will spend 2 hours with us.
That's awesome.
And then they'll go to dance theater for 2 hours. Then they'll go to the Yak Language Academy for 2 hours, and then they'll end the day at Dart Wars. So they get an action-packed day.
That's so much fun. And what are the dates of those camps?
So the first one is coming up on June 22nd, I believe it is. I brought a poster here, but we've got June 22nd, and we have July, end of July. So we've got 2 of them. And again, those are on our website as well. So I'm sorry, I got the date wrong. June 15th.
June 15th.
And then July 27th.
All right.
So it's 1 week, 8 hours per day.
How fun.
Lots of fun.
How absolutely fun. And here's why you want to make sure your kids are involved in some fun activities, because one of my favorite quotes from Stan is, children can't do nothing.
That's right.
He says that. And so if they're home and they're bored, they're going to get into trouble.
They're going to find something to do.
They'll find something to do. We keep them occupied and know that they're safe and learning some valuable skills, some lifelong skills that they're going to need as adults. Stan, again, give the contact information for people to get more information.
So our phone number is 303-220-5956. But the best source is our website, kicksforall.com, the number 4/events.
Fantastic. kicksforall.com/events. And then number one more time, 303-220-5956. Stan, we've known you for years. We love you. You are truly a beacon of integrity and safety for our community. And we're so grateful for you being a part of the show today.
Well, thank you. I'm grateful for you guys.
All right. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we've got more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
One of the most important tools in your business is your phone, and you can't afford drop calls. You can afford Edgetronics. They get your phone system to work for you, not against you. As a certified veteran-owned business, they'll serve your business with honor, and they guarantee you'll always be able to reach them. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. Give your phone some love, and you'll love the outcome. You can't afford intermittent service or static phone lines. You can afford Edgetronics. 303-766-1699 or online at Edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Gentlemen, it's time to step it up a notch. I'm talking about your clothing. Sure, we're all super casual here in Colorado, but there's something to be said for dressing to match your market. You need personal stylist Michelle Martinez. Michelle will come to where you are, custom measure you for an unmatched fit, and help you find your next outfit, all without breaking the bank. Luxury starts with premium materials, and Michelle's got the best Italian fabrics. And talk about value, your clothes delivered straight to you, saving you tons. Call Michelle today, 720-261-4914. That's 720-261-4914.
If you have a rental property and have been managing it all on your own, let Legacy Properties PM help you build your legacy. They handle everything from emergency calls 24 hours a day, market rent analysis, and fiscally responsible home improvement suggestions. They don't mark up contractor work, and they provide quarterly interior property condition reports. Get your first month's management fee for free at legacyproperties-pm.com/radio. That's legacyproperties-pm.com/radio. You're going to love this service. For questions, call 720-989-1996. They'll help you sleep well and build your legacy.
The Dana Show with Dana Lash, tonight at 8 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. It's time for business tips and insights. Of course, this brought to you by McDonald Volvo. McDonald Volvo with the new V60 Cross Country. You are going to love this. It's geared for adventure, and you know it's safe because, of course, it's a Volvo.
It is a Volvo. It is one of the safest cars on the market. And I'll tell you what, the customer experience that you receive when you buy a Volvo, many people who buy Volvos buy them over and over and over again, become loyal customers because of the safety features and because of the experience.
It's
and
luxury.
We've got a great relationship with our friends over at McDonald Volvo on South Broadway, 6040 South Broadway in Littleton. Will Roughton is the general manager. Phil Moon is over there too. They're going to throw in a free bike rack on top of your car. We call it, ask for Eric's rack, just to be fun and silly.
I love my rack.
But it's just included. And right now, if you look online, they've got some incredible online deals. And here's how they do this over at McDonald Volvo. They don't put something online just kind of as like a lost leader and a little teaser that isn't really, here's this great deal. And when you get to the showroom, you realize, yeah, but it doesn't have these benefits. It doesn't have these features. It doesn't have these bonuses. No. But what you see on the internet is really the true deal. They throw in all the bells and whistles. These are luxury cars with lots of great options. Zero, nothing. Like you're going to walk in, you can pretty much leave your checkbook at home and drive out with a brand new Volvo. And incredible leasing prices, great trade-in values as well. They really do take care of their customers. You've got to experience the showroom that is mimicked after the showroom over, why do I always forget that?
They're Swedish.
It's in Sweden. It's the only one in the United States, and we have it here in Littleton, 6040 South Broadway in Littleton. The phone number, 888-602-0924. Ask for Will, ask for Phil. Actually, pretty much everybody there will take really good care of you. And check out the deals at McDonaldVolvo.com, McDonaldVolvo.com. Tired of driving around? You pretty much need a boat to drive around in Denver these days. This car will take really good care of you. Great braking system, great tires, great safety. We don't really think about rain being a scary weather to drive in.
I do.
Unless you've been in a scary incident driving in. And so, we think the snow, and you think, okay, why is everybody so afraid of the rain? It can be really frightening. You want to make sure that you've got a safe car. And McDonald Volvo is one of the safest cars you could be in.
Absolutely. Hey, you use Facebook. You probably use it on your mobile device. A little while back, Facebook decided to separate their Messenger to a new app called Facebook Messenger. Do you use that? I bet you do.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Why?
Because
you have
can't,
to.
right?
Right. Yeah.
If you're going to get messages, you have to use the Facebook Messenger. Well, the friends over at Mashable decided there are some tips to make Facebook Messenger work better for you.
Oh.
Sounds good,
To
right?
work better for me? I mean, all right, I guess. I mean, it's a messenger app. Like, what else is there?
Here are some tips. Well, it's going to work better for you if you follow these tips.
All right, let's see what you got.
Mute your notifications for a short period.
Why?
One of the biggest complaints about Messenger is the annoying notifications. Ding, ding, ding. I
guess I don't get that many messages.
People know you don't respond. You can manage these both in the app as well as in your iPhone settings to ensure that they're at a level and of a style that suits you. You can even turn them off for
Can you
brief periods
change?
of
Can you
time.
change the ding, the sound?
Yeah.
Can it be more like?
Ring.
I don't know. Actually, I don't like any of the sounds really that the
How
phones
about-
make.
You've got mail.
I know. I have not ever found like this great. Oh, I definitely want to have that as my ringtone.
You just need to listen to your favorite songs and clip out a little.
Right, but
Don't
then,
believe me, just watch.
then you have to answer the phone and it turns off the music. Like, who would do that?
No. That's not the phone. This is your Messenger we're talking about.
I know, but it's like,
Change the sound of your ringtone for your Messenger to "Don't believe me, just watch."
and that's it.
That's it.
It's not enough.
Well,
I want the whole song.
Jeez. Number 2, delete only a single message. You want to get rid of just one message, but not all the messages. Don't delete the entire conversation. Just delete one message within the thread. All you got to do is highlight it and
The one
out it
you can
goes.
delete the one message.
Absolutely. Keep in mind though, once you've deleted a message, there is no undo.
That's why you delete.
Yeah.
Not afraid. I'm not afraid of the trash.
Right. Check if your message has been read. You know that a blue circle means your message is sending. A blue circle with a check means your message has been sent. A filled in blue circle with a check means your message has been delivered. And a small version of your friend or contact's photo will pop up below the message when they've read it.
Okay, I have a blue circle, but it's got like this jiggy jaggy thing.
That's
Is that the check mark? It's not a check mark. It's like a little
no.
jiggy jaggy. Like up, down, up.
That means it's broken.
Yeah.
It's like a little lightning bolt on its side.
Yeah, it is.
That is.
You don't know what that is? But everybody has that.
Mashable says you can.
There's like a little F though. There's like somebody's got a little F.
Yeah, that's from Facebook.
They're all from Facebook, aren't they?
No. Well, yes, but they're using the Facebook app. They're not using the Messenger app.
See, you have a little jiggy jaggy.
Well, that's because I am lightning. All right, are you gonna let me get to the next one?
All right, yeah.
Did you know that there's location data on the stuff that you send?
Location data on the stuff that I send. What?
Right. So you can either view it or hide it. If I send you something and I say, gosh, I can't make it because I'm at the doctor's office, and I send that to you, and you check the location data, and you can see that I am clearly at my apartment in the balcony.
Really?
Busted.
Busted.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
The location data.
You can turn it on or off. Mm-hmm.
So can I turn on or off what I see about you? Do I have control over seeing your data, or can you turn on and off what?
No, you control your data.
Okay, but I can't
So you
control.
can prevent me from knowing where you are when you send this. Say, honey, I'm just 5 minutes out, and you're still at the gym. Busted.
Oh, you know what?
I'm just
though?
saying. I'm helping.
I don't think so.
And finally, you can name and pin a Facebook group conversation for quick access.
You can pin it?
Yeah. You can pin it to your. If you use the larger version of the Facebook app on like a tablet, you can pin that to the side. It's good stuff. Mashable. Brought to you by our friends over at McDonald Volvo, McDonaldVolvo.com.
I just send a message. I read a message. I reply to a message, and message done. How hard is this, people?
Mashable is smart, and they're helping.
All right.
We'll
do,
be
you,
back
do you use it?
after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, 5 to 8 tomorrow morning on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. We appreciate you for tuning in today. So Woody Allen, it says 80% of getting things done is showing up.
A lot of success in life comes from just showing up. We're going to talk about the power of showing up with our next guest, Yogini. She's a speaker, author, and a catalyst for transformation. She's gone through significant life transitions herself. She brings depth and powerful life experiences to her work. Thanks for showing up today, Yogini.
Hi, Eric and Angel. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm so excited to be here today.
Well, very nice to chat with you, Yogini. Let's start with this. What do you feel...
The Experience Pros.
Excuse us for just a moment. What do you feel is the single most important key to your success, or to success in general, and why is it often neglected?
Well, my answer may surprise you, but I believe now more than ever it's critical for each and every one of us to manage our energy and make sure that it's flowing efficiently. And here's why. We are essentially dynamic, energetic beings. You know, according to quantum science, everything is made up of energy, right? And that includes you, me, and every other human being. So I pose the question, can we reach our potential if we neglect the very foundation of who we are? You know, our energy gets affected by many things, such as electromagnetic frequency radiation due to the rise in technology, even just stress and the quality of our thoughts. You know, for example, if you're doing affirmations and you're thinking positively and you're just not seeing any change, chances are that you may have a subconscious belief that is in conflict with what you want and it's holding you back.
Sure. All right, so Yogini, the weather in Colorado has changed significantly recently, and I think it has an impact on people's moods. Does that play a role? Does the weather pattern play a role in our energy?
Absolutely. I could go into Ayurveda now and say it depends what dosha you are, but there are some people that are actually affected when there's less light. You know, like people who live in the Midwest, and winter can be very dark and dreary for months on end, and it's called seasonal affective disorder.
I think I have that because I say that I'm solar powered, and when the sun goes away, I feel so drained. But my brother, complete opposite. He, he's like, that thing is way too bright. So what are some things that we can do just on a daily basis to keep ourselves energized and on track and not in conflict with those positive affirmations?
Well, I think there are some very simple things. I'll tell you some of the things I do. I begin the day being grateful for a new day. And what that helps me do is set the tone of the day, because no matter what happened yesterday, today's a new day. And I made it, right? I'm alive.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I also set the intention for the day. I think it's very powerful to live with intention. I think it's very common and lots of people know it, but I just think it bears reminding. I clear and balance my energy every day. I'm very, very passionate about energy because I believe it's the missing link. It's something we're talking about, but maybe people don't know how to do. It is something that is important to do. And end of the day, I find 10 things I'm grateful for. And, you know, like you say, Angel, sometimes our days are more challenging than others. Those are the days I may be grateful that I got out of bed.
Sure. You take them where you can get them, right?
Right. But, you know, there's always something we can find to be grateful for. And this is something I'm very passionate about, and that is that I wipe the slate clean every night. I review my day. I take inventory. And, you know, if I got triggered by some people, I've got to forgive them. And this is something I do for myself. It has nothing to do with the other person.
Gotcha. Well, Yogini, I've got a question for you. You talk about being passionate about the power of showing up. In fact, that is your website, the power of showing up, powerofshowingup.com.
Yes.
What does it mean to show up?
To me, it means being fully comfortable in your own skin so that you are authentically being who you are at all times. And that means whether you are socially somewhere, or whether you're at work, or whether you're at home with friends and family, the person that you are is always the same. And that means there's no mask, there's no pretending. You're just being fully you.
Authentic.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, do you find, Yogini, that there are probably certain circumstances or maybe a certain group of people, and maybe it's just, you know, it's certain scenarios that you're in that, you know, just kind of there going through the emotions, like you really aren't your authentic self, but you're just there going through the motions because it's for whatever the reason is. How do you, if you can't be your authentic self, if you really feel like you can't be your authentic self in a scenario, can you still be there? Like, or do you just have to avoid those situations? Does that make sense?
Well, I think I can't speak for everyone, but I will speak about myself. You know, culturally, I was raised to conform. There was nothing wrong. It was just the way I was raised.
Right.
And so, that means my life was pretty much planned and I knew what was expected of me, right?
Right.
And I think a lot of people fall into that where they feel they have to do certain things because their family depends on them or their culture expects this of them, and what will people say if I quote unquote defy what I've been told and dare to live the way I want to live, right? It does take courage. I think we're all wearing masks up to a certain point because we're conditioned that way through society, through whether if you work in corporate, there's a certain way you have to be. Our families have expectations of us, right? So it's finding the balance between managing where you want to conform, if you will, because you feel responsible, and also where are you in the picture, and you've got to make a choice at some point if it's affecting you. Like for me, it was affecting me. I could feel my soul was dying. I wasn't living fully. And that's how I felt it, and that was restlessness. So, if you're listening, if you're not fully living authentically because you'll feel discomfort or restlessness or however your soul speaks to you.
Indeed.
Yogini, you've got a book out, right?
Yes, I do. That's one of the things that has shown up as I continue showing up.
Well, your energy just changed. All right. So Yogini, tell us quickly about your book and where we get a copy.
Okay, great. Well, I've had the privilege to co-author a book. It's called The Change. It is a series of books, and I'm in book 2. And you can get it on my website, which is www.powerofshowingup.com. Again, that's www.powerofshowingup.com. If you're navigating life transitions, you're looking for direction, inspiration, then this is the book for you. It's a collaboration of 19 other global authors, and we've each written about different aspects of transition, and we've got it covered, I think.
Fantastic.
Nice, very nice.
The book is called The Change, and the website to go check that out is powerofshowingup.com. Click on the books tab and go get it. Yogini, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your authentic self with us.
Thank you for this opportunity, and I really, really do admire how you show up every day and make this possible for people like us. So I'm so grateful for this opportunity today. And can I just mention quickly one more thing that I forgot to mention?
Very quickly, we've got about 10 seconds.
Okay. It is a collaboration with former coach of Tony Robbins, Jim Britt, and his partner Jim Lutz, and then 18 other people.
The book the book called The Change.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. Yogini, thank you so much. Again, we appreciate you.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
All right. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to talk a little more positive business talk. That's Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919 or replinlawgroup.com.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. all your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is the go-to place for finding the companies who have the best customer testimonials. Plus, to make it even easier, we narrow down the field to only 3 companies in your area. If you need a printer in the metro area, we have it. If you need ink and toner, we have it. The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com for the best in customer service. When you're looking for the best, think Experience Pros. You can feel good about doing business with the pros.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to pay, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them know. The process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been companies across the U.S. for 40 years. So if you build on credit, better cash flow, call Jack Loud at Riviera Finance now. 303-409-7708. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats. We know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Dana Lash, tonight at 8 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We sure appreciate you for tuning in. This is the most positive business talk show, and we are here to help you improve all across the boards, not just your business plans and whatnot, but, we write more these days, whether it's texting or Facebook or your next RFP.
Well, I'll tell you, did you ever see the movie Ratatouille, the Disney movie Ratatouille?
I made a Ratatouille once.
The premise of it, there was a kind of a sub storyline in it, and the premise was that everybody can cook, and just taking what we all do, or what a lot of us feel, okay, I don't have the gift, I don't have the talent, that's for somebody else, but everybody can. And Ann Handley wrote a book called Everybody Writes, and she says, when you take your writing, like everybody can write. If you use these 12 steps, it's step-by-step directions for writing your next piece of content. She says you can take anything. She can take anybody from writing a discombobulated mess to a coherent, useful piece of content that engages your audience. And it's 12 steps, step by step, and we're going to go through them. Some of them are really valuable. And so if you think you can't write, you think you don't write, forget about it. Everybody writes. And so number one, your goal. What is your business goal, or what are you trying to receive? She says everything you write, even an individual blog post, should be aligned with a larger business or marketing goal.
Well, I think that's brilliant.
Well, here's the thing is sometimes we just get an idea and think, oh, I'm going to share that. Okay, to what end? What's the purpose and why? Why does it matter? And so the second step is to reframe it. And she asks the so what question here.
I know. After every point that here's the example she gives. I want to drive interest in the launch of our new collaborative text editing software.
So what?
Well, because our editor makes it stupid is easy to collaborate remotely without overwriting each other's stuff.
Okay, so what?
You're starting to sound like Daryl Stern. Because that's a pain to deal with for virtual teams.
Okay, so what?
Because pain, it hurts and is it's bad.
All right, but you narrow it down, you break it down. Like when she started out, I want to drive interest in the launch of our new collaborative text editing software. Nobody's listening. You aren't talking to me at all. You're talking in your own verbiage, your own language, but you've got to bring it down to the reader. And so the so what, the 3 whys or so what matter anytime you're putting together any content. Break it down. And when Eric said we're starting to look like Daryl Stern, when he does a lot of our inbound marketing, helps us with our website and social media.
And it's one of the best things he does. He sits there and says, boil it down, make it easy. I got to understand. What's the benefit? I don't care about your features.
Right? So what? Number 3, she says, seek out examples. What credible sources and data support your main idea? Can you cite examples? If you have relevant experience, use yourself as the source.
Yes.
Number 4, my favorite.
I hate this one.
Organize.
I love organization.
Organize. What format or structure would be best to communicate? Is it an opinionated blog post, explanatory how-to article, infographic, case study? I'm reading as I go. Where's the emphasis on the wrong syllable? All right, so get yourself organized. What is this? Is this something long? Is it short? Can it just be a quick little article, a white paper? What does it need to look like? And so get yourself organized, because that'll help you frame it out.
The 5th one is something that we learned very early in radio, and that is to write, or in the case of radio, speak to one person. Imagine the one person that you're trying to help with this piece of writing, and then write directly to them. Use the you understood, if you will. It's one of those, when you generalize with people or they, we don't make it personal for us as we read it. But if I'm saying, hey, you, driving down I-25 right now.
The one in the blue car.
Right?
Yep, there's a red car next to you.
Listen up.
Give a little space, a little cushion, space. You don't have to drive so close.
And don't wave at me with that one finger anymore. I don't like that.
When we first started on radio and, no background in radio, we used to have people ask us all the time, how do you handle that? You're just sitting in a room. Who are you talking to? But I would imagine the people that I was talking to, mostly my mom, but think about the person that I was talking to, and that would help me to have a conversation with nobody in the room. Commercials and advertising is the exact same way. You're talking to one person. It's one-on-one. It's very intimate. Your book, you're not writing to a conglomerate they. You're writing to that one person
That's
who is
true.
reading it. And when you get yourself in that frame of mind, you get out of that big space and you reach that person intimately.
Now you got to write the TUFD.
The what?
The ugly first draft.
The ugly first
This
draft.
is the biggest mistake people make, is that they think the TFUD is the one that we're going to deliver.
The first thing you write is the final.
Oh, please don't do that.
It is ugly, and it is the first one. Our one of my mentors, when I was first writing a book, everything I needed to learn, he says, Angel, just write it, because you're going to learn everything as you go.
Walk away.
Yeah, so write badly and write as if, just write it, and then walk away. Put some distance between you and your first draft ugliness and your second draft. There's space, there's cleanliness, there's clarity that shows up when you walk away. And then finally you come back and you rewrite it, shape that mess into something your writers want to read. In your head, swap places with your reader as you do so.
Give it a great headline or title. I usually start with this. This is how I figure out what I'm going to write, which is probably messed up in a number of ways, because this is number 9 on the list.
How many people judge a book by its cover? We'll read an article based on the headline.
Yeah.
It's all in the headline. Don't be cheesy. Don't be crafty, but be catchy. What will people want to grab? What will people want to read? What will people want to share and forward? Finally, this next step, have somebody edit it. Like a professional, like a bona fide editor. If it's something
If you're
that's
going
going
to
to
pay
be,
anybody to do anything with a book, editing is the thing.
have one final look for readability.
Mhm.
Does it look inviting? Is it easy to scan? Short paragraphs, bold subheads?
Eligible for 6th graders to comprehend?
Yeah, 6th graders always write it at a 6th grade level. And then finally, publish. Oh! But but not before answering one more reader question.
There's one more.
What next?
Oh,
What's next?
what's
Don't leave your
next?
reader just standing awkwardly in the middle of the dance floor after the music stops. Tell them what you want them to do next.
Strong
Everybody Writes. You can find that at everybodywrites.com. everybodywrites.com by Ann Handley.
That's a pretty good article. I like that one.
And we all do. We all write all day long, whether it's copy for our websites, we're writing blog posts, we're writing content for our flyers, we're putting together workshops and seminars, sales promotions, advertising, radio commercials, all of that. Everybody writes. And I think there are some really good tips in there.
Absolutely. All right, friends. That is, believe it or not, the 2 hours of today's show. But the good news is we'll be back again tomorrow. So at this time, on behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we do thank you for tuning in and becoming a part of the revolution. And part of that responsibility is we ask you to share this show with others. If it helps you, certainly will help others in small business as well. And so that's it. We gotta go. I'm sorry, but good news is tomorrow's a coming.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.